Hello there, this is Claire Ruddy and I'm with Keen & Company, and today we're going to talk about some of the features of the Client Hub. So first things first, how do we get to the Client Hub? Well, there's a few ways. The first way is the address, keencompany.count.io/wall/login. So you can either save that as a favorite, or you can always head on over to our website, keencompany.net. And right here, the Client Hub will take you where you gotta go. So your login, your user ID will always be your email, and the password will be the password that you chose. If you ever forget your password or you want to change it, go to Forgot Password. So when you log in, you'll see this message about the mobile phone apps. There is a Client Hub for Android phones and for iPhones, as well as iPad. Here are the links. You download them, and as it says here, when it asks for your company ID when you're installing the app, you want to put in Keen Company, all lowercase, all one word, no spaces. And to exit out of the screen, just click on X. So on your left-hand side, you'll see the dashboard. You'll have hashtag home, to-dos, status, documents, e-signature. Now under messages, if you are solely an individual, you will only see your name. For this example, Keen Demo is our individual. But if you have a business or businesses, you will also see them listed here. For this example, Keen Demo, the person, has two businesses, Company 1 and Company 2. So let's talk about messages first. When Keen & Company has sent you a message, you're going to see it in one of two places. If you're already logged into the Client Hub, you will see it right here. If you're not logged into the Client Hub, you will always get a notification in the email that corresponds with your Client Hub here. So for example, you'll see that Claire Ruddy at Keen & Company sent a message. You click on it. If you're accessing the message by way of your email, you want to make sure to click on Send Secure. This will bring you to the message. Here's the message. Hello, we are working on your tax returns and need additional information. Looks like we still need your W-2. Thank you. You can respond to the message that Keen & Company sent you right here. So again, you got a notification in your email, you clicked on Send Secure, it brought you here to the actual message, and you can respond. You don't even have to be in the Client Hub to communicate with us. You can still do communication through email, just a little differently, by way of the Client Hub through this secure link. So you can say something like, hi, I will send that ASAP. When you hit enter, your message has now gone to Keen & Company. So you're done. So that's example one. If you have retrieved your message from Keen & Company by way of your email. The other way is, if you're already in the Client Hub and you see this red dot with a number, you click on it and it brings you to the message area. The newest message will be at the top of the screen. The older will be down below. It's a thread. It's a message thread. So again, hello, we are working on your tax returns, and because we already responded by way of your email, here, the secure link, it's already showing up your reply. But let's say, for example, that you did not respond, that you saw it in the Client Hub and you clicked on here, brought you to the messages. You can say, hi, I will send that ASAP. So there are two ways that we can communicate with each other, either directly in the Client Hub or through your email when you get a notification. Again, if you're in your email, your inbox, you see that Keen & Company has sent you a message. Click on it. Always click on Send Secure. Do not click on reply because that won't go to our portal. It goes to an alternate address, an alternate email address. So always click on send secure. And again, it brings you in all of the threads of the messages. Anytime you want to exit a screen within the Client Hub, you can always click on #home. That will always bring you back to this main page. So remember when you responded back to Keen & Company? Well, Keen & Company has responded back to you, and you will know that by here, Keen Demo. Again, there's a message. Click on it. Claire Ruddy from Keen & Company has said, great, thank you very much. So again, we're having this conversation here. So say you want to send us a message, and again, we highly encourage that you communicate with us through the Client Hub and not email. So you log into your Client Hub, you're at the home screen, you want to send a message. Click on your name or the business, again, depending on who you are representing as you send this message. So for this example, I am the individual Keen Demo, and I want to send a message to Keen & Company. Click on plus post, type your message, so for example, say that you would like to schedule a phone call, or maybe you have some questions that would be easier to discuss rather than a back and forth message. You would type your message and you post it. When you post your message, it immediately goes to Keen & Company. So while you're on that screen, you might actually see that someone from Keen & Company has responded, and here you go. Basically, we're saying we can schedule a call for you on Thursday. Does that work? So if you're actually still on the screen, you'll see it pop up real time. Say that you had stepped away or you closed out of your Client Hub. Again, anytime there's communication, whether you're sending us something or we've sent you something or we're responding back and forth, you're always going to see this red dot and then a number inside that dot that indicates how many messages are there. So, for example, we click on it and there you go. Keen & Company has responded and is offering you a time to have that phone conversation. And you can respond back right there. Yes, that time works for me. Always hit enter to send your message. And there you go. So you've sent your message. You can always go back home. And once again, you have a message. And that is us responding to your correspondence right here. Perfect. We will call you then. So again, you posted a message that you'd like a phone call. And we responded back. And then we confirmed the phone call. And this all happened within one area instead of back and forth emails. It happened in the Client Hub within messages under your name. And as a reminder, each time there's any kind of correspondence between you and Keen & Company, you will get that notification in your email. And depending on what email service you're using, for example, we're using Gmail for our personal email here, you'll be notified again, a new message is posted. Click on Send Secure, and here we go. So now we're going to talk about to-dos. A to-do is something that's been assigned to you as the client by Keen & Company. So let's look here. It says #to-do, and you have a red dot. Again, a red dot always indicates that something is going on. Either you have a to-do, you might have a document, you might have a message, but the red dot will always indicate to you that there's something for you to take a look at. The number within it is how many of that thing there are. So for example, in the to-do, there is one to-do that has been assigned to you. So click on that, and you see that Keen & Company has asked you to please complete your 2020 tax organizer. If you click anywhere in this line, you'll be brought to the actual to-do. On the left-hand side, there may or may not be a message. For this example, there is a message from Keen & Company that says, please complete your 2020 tax organizer. The organizer is actually attached right here, so you can download it or click on it. Either way, it's going to download it for you. Open it up, and there's your organizer. And this year it's fillable, so we hope that that definitely helps you out as compared to having to handwrite the answers. So you can always download it to your desktop, which you might have to download it to your desktop in order to fill it out. It really depends on what your computer permits. So we're just going to exit out of that. So again, we went to hashtag to do, we opened up the to do, and here it is, the fillable tax organizer. Now, say you have a question that you looked at the tax organizer and maybe you just want to know, I don't know, where can I place my 1099-G information? Okay, so you're within the to-do, and you can actually send a message within the actual to-do. You don't have to go back to hashtag messages to do this. So in this case, you would click on post. So it might take a little while for Keen & Company to get back to you about your question, but in the meantime, you can start working on the tax organizer. Again, if you go home, you always will get back to the main page. So let's click on to-dos. You see this little red dot right here? That means that there is some kind of message within that to-do. Let's click on there. Here's your answer. So you might get an instant answer back depending on what your question is. Either way, you'll always be notified that Keen & Company has responded to you, sent a message, asked you a question, or answered a question. So here is Keen & Company just saying you can put that on page 4, and just, if you have any more information, need any more information, let us know. If not, you can respond back, thank you. In this case, you'd hit enter, and Keen & Company will be notified that you're all good, and if you have any more questions, you can always ask us. You can continue to keep the conversation within this to-do if it has to do about the tax organizer or your taxes, or you can always go back home, go to messages, again, click on the person that you are representing, whether you're asking a question as a person or for your business. And as a reminder, you would go to plus post, you type in your question, hit post, and then Keen & Company would be notified that you had a question or some sort of message. So this next part will be about documents, uploading documents and downloading documents. So let's go back to home. So hashtag documents is where you're going to upload any documents for Keen & Company. So let's say, for example, it's tax season and you want to upload your tax documents. Click on hashtag documents. Click on the folder of where the documents are going. For example, if you're an individual, you're going to click on your name. If you're a business, you're going to click on that business that relates to the documents that you're uploading. And oftentimes, if you are an individual who has a business, you might be uploading multiple documents, but to different folders. So for this example, you're the individual, and you're going to upload your 2020 tax documents to us. Click on your name, Client Uploads, Current Year Documents. So you can either drag and drop your documents, or you can attach them here. If you attach them here, you basically select whatever document you want to upload, and there it is. Now, here's something to remember. When you upload your documents to these folders, Keen & Company receives them on their side. They pull those documents out of your folder and they assign them to an internal folder within Keen & Company, depending on what the document is. So when you upload this document to this folder, if you see it gone after you've uploaded it, it's because on our side we grabbed it and put it in a different folder. So if you ever want a copy of, say, for example, your tax returns, I'm going to show you where you can find that. Okay, so we're back home, and we're going to talk about how you can actually retrieve documents from your folder. click on hashtag documents, your name or business, again depending on what document you're looking for, and say you'd like a copy of your tax returns. You go to the tax return folder and the year that you're looking for the tax return. Now, you cannot upload to this folder. You can only download. So if you're looking for a copy of a tax return or a document and you don't see it in any of these folders, please let us know and we will put it in the folder for you. Anytime you see a red dot in a folder, that means that there's something in the folder. That dot will always stay there as long as there is any document in the folder. So for example, say you'd like to see a copy of your 2019 tax return. Click on the folder, and there it is. All you have to do is click on it. If you click on it, you get a quick view. But in order to download it and to save it to a file on your desktop or just to print it, you'd always click on this little icon here for download. It'll download for you. And there you go. And this is your 2019 tax return, and it will always be in one of the folders that are located within tax returns. Again, the tax return folder is to download documents only. It is not to upload documents to Keene & Company. As a reminder, you go to hashtag documents, your name, client uploads, current year documents. And that's where you'll put your tax documents. That's where you'll put any documents that you think that, that we have requested. Say we requested the W-2 or the 1099, that's where you're going to upload it to. So do you remember earlier when I was explaining that when you upload a document to current year tax documents, don't be worried if it's missing? Well, we had just uploaded that one document in the current year document folder, and now it's gone. But it's not really gone. You just can't see it anymore because on our side, we retrieved the document, we filed it in your tax folder. So again, when you upload here, if you don't see it when you go back, it's because we've already taken them and assigned them to the correct folder. So as a recap, in this video, we discussed to-dos, documents, and messages. A to-do will always show up with a red dot and a number in it until it's actually been completed. So for our example, you're working on the 2020 tax organizer. Now, when you're done with the organizer, you can actually click Mark as Done, and when you do that, go back to home, your to-dos, they're gone because you marked it as done. It's now here. It might take the system a few moments for this red dot and one to go away, but if you ever want to be sure, just click on To Do, and if there's nothing here, that means you've completed the task. And you can always go to Done, and you can see all the former to-dos that you had taken care of. And this little check mark right here also shows that you had completed it. And go home. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please let us know. Send us a message. Again, go to Messages, your name, plus Post, and you can type us a message there. Just remember, you can always exit out of a screen just by clicking on the X. You can always get back home to the main page by going to hashtag home.